is never good. It's never good shit, cause it's always bad if it's gray.
Whoa, what the?
Alright, there we go.
And no shouting.
Wait, what?
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're live.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lou Jack. That's Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor. That's Lou Jack.
And Taylor was
may
just...
not have James, depending on how he's feeling.
Yeah, he's playing a game called Disaster right now, or something. Don't know what that's about. Taylor was just telling me about Dead Island 2, which, like, died years ago.
Yeah, so I forgot that it was a thing, because I don't remember, I wasn't, like, aware of the ads that they were running at the time. But back in, so you had Dead Island come out in 2011.
Yeah.
Dead Island Riptide came out 2 years later in 2013. And then in, a bunch of, like, machetes and stuff. there's a stick that's stuck in a log. And then
And the stick, and the log, and the frog, and the log, and the hole in the bottom of the sea.
And then what about after that? Well, things only rhyme after the 10 to the 20th, whatever. No, but but a year later, in 2014, there was an ad for Dead Island 2. They're like, hey, this is going to be a thing. And it was never a thing. Like, I mean, they wanted it to be a thing, and I don't know how far they actually got, but the weirdest thing is how I found an article talking about it and how, like, apparently the publishers, like, are very vague. Like, you'll get a tweet about Dead Island 2 like once a year.
Huh.
And they'll be like, hey, it's a thing, and it's like, guys, we already have. I'm glad that, like, Techland got to go and do its own thing and made Dying Light, because if they stuck with whatever it is described as a spaghetti bowl of ownership, that I don't think they'd ever make Dying Light, or getting around to making Dying Light 2.
Huh. So is it just, like, dead now? Like, is it just not happening?
So it basically, let's see here. Let's come. Let me see here. Dead or Alive. Dead Island 2 was originally supposed to be developed by the studio behind its predecessor, but Techland left the project in its very early stages to create a different kind of games, Dying Light, with Warner Bros. Instead. Oh! So Dying Light is Dead Island's Avatar.
Huh.
Like, if this game was the Invader Zim to Dead Island, not a lot of people are going to get that reference. Basically, Invader Zim was described by Brian Konietzko. No, sorry. Brian Konietzko as abruptly canceled in its second season. And when that happened, Brian, who was the art director, joined up with his friend Martin DiMartino, and they created Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Dude, Avatar: The Last Airbender is back on Netflix now. I mean, it never should have left, but it's back now.
Yeah, it's kind of wild how, like, I think, wasn't it, like, on there for some amount of time, and then they took it down?
And then they took it down, and now it's back. Can we just talk about Zuko for a minute? I could talk about Zuko all day. He is my favorite character.
Not you worry about Zuko.
Not just, like, in Avatar, but, like, in general, among the works of fiction, he is one of my all-time favorite characters. Man.
Yeah, I gotta say, I feel like he got a really full, like, arc thing going on.
Yeah, he did, and then he got to be emperor, and then he found his uncle, and his uncle hugged him, and he was like, I thought you'd be mad, and he was like, no, I was sad because I thought you were gone.
I thought you lost your way.
I thought you had lost your way. Oh, man. And then King Boomy breaks out of his prison and is just like, I'm taking back my city, and it's like, oh shit, Boomy's on the loose. Oh, man. Fucking Iroh. Iroh is awesome. Like, Iroh in his cell was like, "Welp, Zuko has forsaken me. Might have to kill him. I guess I should work out. Sucks, but this is my life now." And, like, works out, gets, like, a shredded, and then Zuko finds him, and he's like, "Oh, Zuko. Oh, oh man. It was so good." I like how everyone in the Avatar group got to have like their own adventure with Zuko except Toph. And then at the end she's like, "I'm teaming up with Zuko."
Oh yeah.
Everyone else got their time with Zuko. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
And Katara, I like that Katara had the most difficult time trusting him when he came back because she like had already trusted him and he fucked her over. So it took her like it was really hard for him to win her over. I thought that was cool. That was it's
made
good.
a lot of sense.
It's good storytelling.
It is.
It's good storytelling. If y'all haven't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, then what the fuck are you even doing with your life?
If you ain't watching Avatar Last Airbender,
If you ain't watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, then I don't know what the fuck you are doing with your life.
Because you got a good job, then by all means make you pay for Boo Boo. If you ain't got no job,
And you're not watching Avatar, then I don't know what the fuck you are doing with your life. I really don't.
Was that game Cat something?
It was Cat Williams. That was him talking about weed.
Williams.
Just hit that shit once and see if it don't change your whole entire fucking perspective.
This is a new strain we got in just today. It's called the Death. The Death? What, if I take this, I'm gonna die? No, the Death. Like, you won't hear a dang thing.
That's
easier than normal.
yeah. That is one of
Maybe
my
it's just an uphill, but
maybe. Hang on, I gotta adjust the audio mix. The game is louder than you. Okay, don't hit me. That's rude. Nope. That's broadcast settings. That is not what I want to click on. Okay. Why? They yeah, they can't hear you right now. Gotta go to the part. It's because I'm pushing the wrong button. What am I doing with my life? Not watching Avatar. I need to be watching Avatar.
I feel like part of me wants to go back and watch Avatar, feeling like hoping that it'll like have a bunch of
your audio's back. Your audio's back, by the way.
All right, so to keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Like
part
I
of
want to watch Avatar because I feel like I'm gonna get more of it like the second time around. And then I'm like, what is it, 10 years older, I think.
Yeah.
But also like I don't know. I feel like it's better when it's been fermenting in nostalgia. Maybe I should watch it though because I imagine it'll have like a little resurgence and dang, I really Zombo's up ahead.
I'll watch it with
really
you.
Yeah.
You know, once I'm allowed to have people over again.
Right.
Oh damn. Yeah, because I've been eyeing it. Like I also really want to watch it again.
He had a bandage on his head. Are you, bro? You gonna let me know if you're using the shotgun?
Oh, I mean,
look, that guy ain't even dead.
What? Well, kill him. Kick him. Kill him.
Oh. Brought his sister back from Vancouver. Oh, watch out! We gotta run.
Oh, jeez. Oh, nice.
Okay, I threw a cleaver at his head, and his leg flew off.
You know, like you do.
Like you do. That reminds me of a really early episode of System Mastery. They're talking about, I don't know what game it was, but you played as like anthropomorphic animals. And you could have cyborg parts. And according to the game, one of the problems with cyborg parts is that if you wanted to have fast cyborg legs, you had to get them in pairs. It was possible to get just one, but according to the rules, if you had one cyborg leg and it went faster than your other leg could go, then your cyborg leg would just fly off. Like there's no roll for it or anything. It just flies off. Hold on. How am I missing a weapon around here? It's got to be. Dang it! There needs to be like a weapon pinging system. Or
Oh,
something.
okay. Well, I didn't mean to push that button, but now I'm full of adrenaline, I guess, and no one to use it on. Who do you voodoo, bitch? CMB got that thing. What's
Let
that?
me know if you see any healing items, by the way.
Oh,
there might
I
be
saw some
some
fruit back there earlier, but you'd have to go find it. I don't remember where it
Oh
was.
snap! We got a bony boy.
Oh,
We got a
okay.
bone boy. And there goes his nut. This one.
Okay.
You gotta walk around them. Sorry, those just fell for you.
Aha.
No, not dying today. Not dying today. Alright, these are okay. Get the phantom.
Trophy
thing
earned.
going.
'Tis but a flesh wound.
And I got a universal axe. That guy had $61.
Ancient Tibetan ritual dagger. A live fish. Just a live fish.
Oh snap!
Oh hi, hey ho. You're toxic and I'm slipping under.
Nice. What do you see up ahead, boss?
Well, you know, not much. Just, oh, zombies. We got some zombies.
Oh, yeah, back up a little bit. That
Back.
one seemed a little confused with the way it's going today.
Okay.
We got more over here. Okay, that was just an utter miss.
Huh.
Oh, careful, dude.
What?
Remember, they light on fire.
The fire'll go out.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
as in I get on fire then.
Oh, well, don't get on fire.
Now you're on fire.
I'm on fire! Ah!
Look at the fire! Watch your butt. I heard shouting.
Oh. Oh, I got him. Oh, wait, that's a bloater, I think.
Bloody boy. Hit him.
One.
Shoot him.
Kick him. Kill him.
I keep hearing something from over here. Oh, it's probably in this detached area. We'll get that next.
Yeah. Oh, hi. No, thank you.
And one of these, that guy had, bruh. It's the funny thing about the loot being based on the zombie is that you end up with like, oh, all the bloaters have more money than the average zombie. They're just floating around in the water with just this big wad of cash.
Yep. As you do.
Alright, well, let's stop wandering that way. Oh, no wait, that's
Yeah.
where we're going. Hold on, let me check my weapon
Oh,
wheel.
is it? I thought we were supposed to go. Wait, hang on. There's a building I wanted to check out. See if we could go in.
Was it the one where the shouting was coming from? Cause
I don't know.
yeah,
Is
take
this
care of
one?
that real quick.
Yeah, let's go to the shouting.
Let's see here. Alright, it's the
Th-
back door
can,
here.
Can you just? There you go.
It's the back door.
All right, wait up, wait for me.
Nope. Try it again.
All right.
Nope. Try it again.
Oh, jeez.
Don't push me.
Sorry.
Back up. Back up.
Backing up.
Why would
Oh, wait, I
you-
think
why
I
would
can
you-
heal you. Hang on. Well, no, there was a healing symbol on there, or I
Don't
thought
be
there
anywhere
was.
near me right now.
Okay.
They're not zombos with the flaming shotgun. It's kind of dangerous. All right. Now you
Right,
can click.
right.
Does anyone don't use the shotgun? Just use something else.
I'll use my Negan bat.
Oh, hey, there's
Negan.
a bat in the floor.
Negan got that thing that go bump in the night. Who do
Oh my
you
gosh, I just
voodoo?
realized I didn't get around to seeing the video. I was like, it is time, but I didn't.
You texted me and then you like never said
And then
anything about it.
I think I passed out.
Well,
What
you
is-
gotta watch it.
Oh, look, hold on, look at this. They have these mattresses and they're up against the window here, because that was like a barricade.
Huh.
Another ID.
We'll barricade it with mattresses.
We should have like a lore episode where I read through the lore bits.
Yeah. Let's make that this episode.
Alrighty.
Tell us about the lore bits.
Alright, let's see here. Collectibles. Benoi, now, Benoi, by the way, I confirmed it was in Papua New Guinea. Which, that's the island just north of the crest of Australia, and it shares a border with Indonesia.
No kidding.
Yeah.
God, you made it in time.
Neat. We just had to talk to him.
Oh.
No, I did not want to talk to you.
Don't talk to you. Aim at the head of a fallen enemy and press L1 to stop. Hey, I can stop now. To follow up your...
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, when they're on the floor. To follow up your precise attack, press R2 again right after the first hit lands. So L1 and then R2.
I did this with the last Ramada thing. If I jump... Oh, no.
Well,
Wow.
you died. Hang on, I can fix you. There you go. What did you learn?
I learned that you can't Dying Light and... Well, I mean, technically I did it once before, the earlier, like, pod thing, but...
Yeah.
Basically, I jumped from the roof and onto the ladder. I hit square and I caught onto the ladder instead of Christina dying. Oh snap! We got angry boys.
Can I use my shotgun here? I'm using my shotgun here.
Aim for the bridge.
Ooh.
Oh no! On the right side of the bridge now.
I love the way it sets them on fire. It's very fiery.
Okay. Look at that, they're not even climbing, they're just beneath me. Huh. I get the feeling that these zombies aren't as, I was gonna say they're not as clever as the ones in Dying Light, but technically those are walkers all the same.
Yeah.
Right, so it's in Papua New Guinea, and as soon as we reach our destination, I'll be able to... If we were in, like, a car or something, I'd be able to read in the backseat. I hear breathing.
Well, that's not good.
I'm just gonna make sure that you are dead.
They're screaming. Oh, hey, look, there's another one over there.
Boy.
Got him.
Oh, Butcher, that's what they're called. I keep calling them Bony Boys. We got Chubbo Boys, we got the Big Boys, and the Bony Boys.
I called the big ones bloaters because that's what came into my head, but I think that's actually a Last of Us zombie.
Nope.
I think it's like the third stage.
No, the fourth stage is called, I think is also called bloaters, yeah.
Is it the third stage or the fourth stage?
Fourth, I believe.
Yeah, the third stage was clickers, and the first one I think is just runners, and the second one is like, I don't know, lurkers or something. You don't really come across... What's that?
Entrance thing, you just can't... no,
You're just kind of fusing into the wall, or trying to. Hey, there's a door on the other side. There's a hole on the bottom of the ceiling, or on the side of
from a Savage Bar. Neat. I'm gonna drop.
How do you get over to there? Do you go in from the roof?
Yeah. Oh, here have a crowbar.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, thanks. I love crowbars.
Yeah, I really thought there was going to be a hole in the roof that we go through and then get out through one of the doors on the inside.
Yeah, I can't pick up your crowbar. I have too much shit. I need to actually do some inventory real quick because I just picked up like a bunch of bullshit.
Alright, I'm going to climb to the roof with you because that'll keep most of the zombies from getting to us, and I shall read some of this lore.
Yeah, do that.
We'll do inventory lore bit. You'll come up with a name for that because so I don't have all of these. There's like, I don't know, 40 of these, but I have like a bunch of them. Let's see. Number 1, Papua New Guinea is one of the least explored countries in the world, with many undiscovered species of plants and animals believed to exist deep within the country's interior. Number 2, with over 820 indigenous languages, Papua New Guinea has more languages than any other country in the world. constituting 12% of the global total.
Huh.
Number 3, Papua New Guinea has the highest incidence of HIV and AIDS in the Pacific region and fits the criteria for a generalized HIV/AIDS epidemic. Huh, I did
Oh,
not know
that sucks.
Yeah. Gotta wrap it before you pack.
Yep.
Just prevent that.
Got to
Papua
bag
New
it
Guinea
up.
has number 5. As I said, like, I got a weird number of them. Number 5. Papua New Guinea has several thousand separate communities, most with only a few hundred people, each divided by language, customs, and tradition. Number 11. At an advanced stage of Kuru, victims would suffer memory loss and disorientation, accompanied by primitive reflexes such as biting and grasping. Oh, it's called the Kuru.
Huh.
Kuru is caused by prions, the unusual folding of brain proteins, such as the mad cow disease.
Oh.
Number 13. A genetic study of the Thor has revealed that certain members... Oh, the Foray. Has revealed that certain members have recently evolved a gene that protects them from Kuru. So a kind of dying light following kind of situation.
Right.
There's no known treatment for Kuru. The only way to contain it is to discourage the practice of cannibalism.
Well, that is definitely a thing that should be discouraged.
Cannibalism has been practiced throughout human history on nearly every continent in the world. Well, yeah, not on Antarctica. Meanwhile, in Antarctica, nah. Papua New Guinea gained its independence from Australia in September of 1975.
Huh.
That's 24. 26. There are still many Japanese bunkers and airstrips left on the islands of Papua New Guinea after World War II. 27. Papua is a Malay word for frizzy hair, while New Guinea comes from the belief that the island's inhabitants resemble those of the African Guinea coast. Number 13. Papua New Guinea has one of the world's largest remaining tropical rainforests, and the largest in the Asia-Pacific region. Number 37. Gotta make sure I do this right. The Maori Tamoko is different from tattoos in that it is carved with a chisel, leaving the skin with grooves rather than keeping it smooth.
Neat.
And finally, number 40, which is the ones that I got. Human remains have been found in PNG, Papua New Guinea. Human remains have been found in Papua New Guinea dated to about 50,000 years ago. The mainland was once one of the first landmasses after Africa and Eurasia to be populated by modern humans.
Huh.
And I got a handful of the tapes, but that we could have been able to do, but not right now. Also, what did you drop your bat?
My what?
Oh, you dropped your bat because you're doing inventory. I was like,
My
that looks
yeah.
really cool. And then I was like, that's really low level. It looks cool, but it's...
Yeah. I've been holding on to some low-level weapons for like a while now, and I need to, fix that.
Why do they tease us with these doors that don't open?
Because they're dicks.
Like, there's even items in there. Maybe it's all like electronically opened, and we gotta start a generator or something.
Because they're a dick weasel, Harry. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a hairy wizard.
That Zombo was alive. Just chilling out on the roof over here.
Well, did you kill him?
I got him.
How the fuck did he get on the roof?
He probably died up here. Oh, and there's a mod up here, so you might want to pick it up.
Oh, a mod? I love mods.
Yeah. I'll watch your butt while you talk, because I hear...
Yes, please.
I hear angry breathing.
Oh man, I hate angry breathing. That's like the worst kind of breathing.
I hear him so close, it's really bothering me.
Wait, I think I just picked up a bladed weapon. Yeah, hey, I got a spiteful splitting axe, level 20.
Oh, that's hot.
Do you want it?
Oh, I picked that up. Yeah, but I could probably pick up another. I should probably drop.
Alright, well I just dropped it. There you go. Right there.
Do I have any? Let's see here. Rosy hammer. Yeah, sure. Nice. All right, and we are set to go.
Alright.
According to the map, we're going this way.
Onward to ketchup. Oh, I learned that ketchup chips are a thing.
Are they just made of ketchup?
I don't know. They're Canadian. They're a Canadian thing, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
They're just ketchup chips. Just like chips made of ketchup or chips that are ketchup flavored. I don't know.
Interesting.
It's ketchup and it's chips
Zombo
and it's
freedom.
very gross.
I mean, I imagine it's got a. Oh, okay. I think I figured this out. I
What?
think if you kick a zombie into a bush, it'll just die.
It'll just despawn.
Yeah. No, I mean it's still there. If you sneak in there, you can see that the zombie's in there. I'm glad that the game decided, oh yeah, we're not going to have any like secret zombies that hide in bushes. We'll just make it that if they touch a bush, or if they go inside of the bush, they die.
That's
Which
awesome.
is funny because it's like you kick them into a pool and they're just fine. They just kind of gurgle a bit. But if you kick them into a bush, like that's their kryptonite.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You know how in Walking Dead a zombie can just pop out of a bush and no one hears it until it's too late?
Yeah.
It's not how zombies
There's
work.
this guy. Hello. Probably pretty hot out here. What? Oh, he just backed out on the ground like Soulstone Maker. That was Gary's mod all over the place.
Oh wait,
I feel
I
like-
was gonna do the stomp and I didn't because I'm an
Oh,
idiot.
okay. Right. Well, this guy's on the ground.
All right,
How's
hey,
that?
hang on. Oh wait, no, get back on the
You gotta be
ground.
quicker
Get
than
back on the ground. Bam,
That
and then
guy's coming
bam.
away.
Ha ha ha! That was awesome.
How about this one?
Yeah, okay. Boom, boom. Ha ha ha. And
No,
then boom.
that wasn't a stomp. You're just doing regular kicks.
Well, it said L1 and I pressed L1. I don't know.
You
I
have to
need
press
it.
and hold, and you have to aim for the
You have to
head
press and
zone.
hold?
I think you do.
Alright, well, give me another one.
So what? Watch. Look at the head. Alright.
uh.
Make sure you're actually aiming at good. Nope, that's a regular kick. That's still a regular kick. There we go.
Ah ha ha!
The animation got all wonky, but his head just popped off, so I'm pretty sure that was a critical.
Sweet. It's a little finicky, but
Definitely not bad. I'll take this one.
yeah, get it. Ah,
Who
with those
thought that-
heels, man? Ah, that's gotta suck.
And same with Perna.
Same with what?
Same with Perna, I think. It's like, yeah, I can imagine those heals like just doing crazy amount of damage.
Yeah, just like going right through the head, just.
They have weaponized heals, like one of those weapon heal characters from Soul Calibur.
Is that a thing? I never played Soul Calibur.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that was one of the like weapon types. One of the weapon types that didn't like. It's not one I would like suggest as like a weapon if you're going into some kind of like weapon fighting tournament. It's like, oh, what's your weapon? Oh, I have blades on my shoes. Do you have blades anywhere else? Nope, just the shoes.
Just the shoes.
So it's like it's all just like martial arts.
That's my superpower.
Yeah. All right, we got server stacks, we got magnets, but I don't see any key items. I'm just kind of checking this area because it seems pretty key.
What we got here?
Yeah, I'm learning about Papua New Guinea, and I'm learning that the virus in this game is called the Kuru.
The Kuru. Huh. Didn't know it had a name. That's cool. Usually a zombie outbreak is just a zombie outbreak.
Well, that's the funny thing is that a lot of mediums that you don't think the outbreak has a name, it does. Like
Really?
yeah, like in Left 4 Dead, it's actually called the green flu.
Huh.
I was gonna say, oh, in the Division, it's called the dollar flu because it was spread through poisoned like dollar bills through like a bank or something. But that's not a zombie flu. That's just a regular flu. That's the weird thing is that all right, I hear shouting, so I'm gonna get into this corner.
Yeah, me too.
They're gonna have to basically take the stairs if they want to come fight us. That's right, you gotta come take the stairs like everyone else. Stairs, I hate stairs.
Stairs. My one weakness.
Oh,
If it
that's a
isn't
big
my
dark
arch
one.
enemy, the first step.
Oh, we got a bloater. We got a bloater here.
Bloater?
Nope, he's not dead yet. Oh, he's not dead yet.
Oh, jeez.
There we go. You know, at least these guys don't explode.
Yeah. That's nice of them. It's awfully considerate.
You gotta... Walking Dead extra. Check that out. You get to be behind this fence. You gotta make some faces. I wonder what that job's really like, because I actually don't know, but... there's so
What,
many
being a
people
zombie
now.
extra in Walking Dead?
Yeah, I like that. I like how it's been going on for so long that being a zombie extra is something that like a ton of people have on their resume, or at least something that they have as an experience of. Oh, I was an extra as one of the zombies in The Walking Dead.
Right. Hold on a minute, I just picked up something up that I didn't want. It was a wooden plank, required level. It doesn't even have a required level. It's just like required level in gray and then just nothing.
Oh, that's when an item is like super basic, where it'll do like, yeah, same thing with like heavy pipe. Or
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
find like a heavy pipe or a board with a nail in it, and it'll be like, oh yeah, literally anyone can use this because it's not very good.
Yeah,
This, however, this knife is so sharp that you can't use it yet.
yeah.
It's kind of funny, you know, all things considered, they should have, instead of focusing so much on the weapon variation, they should have focused on you upgrading, like, your skills and specific, like, style. And then just
Right.
left it that the weapons are relatively, like, the same or not the same compared to another, but, like, have different stats to them. Because
Right.
I'd be using them exactly the same.
Yeah, that would be
And
good.
Which is especially funny because this game also has a weapon, what's it called? Weapon damage mechanic. So it has a weapon damage mechanic, or a weapon getting broken up over time mechanic, and a
Yeah.
leveling up mechanic. So it's like they really want you to replace your weapons.
Right. Speaking of that, are there any crafting tables around?
Yes, just up ahead. Follow me.
Good.
Behind
Behind this
guy.
guy.
There.
Give me that energy drink. I also gotta upgrade because I got like a whole new bunch of weapons, except for my Negan bat. I still have the Negan bat, and also the dependable Hanbo, which I never use. Gonna upgrade some shit. Gonna upgrade my crowbar, my wrench, my I have a fast revolver. I guess I could upgrade that. I'm never gonna use another gun besides my shotgun.
Let's see here. I'm gonna unequip all my stuff and then see if I can see if it's like sortable or something.
Alright, everything's upgraded, everything's repaired. I can create a Molotov. I can create a striker gun mod. There are gun mods? What the hell's a striker gun mod? I want to see this. I want to see what it does. I got a trophy, steampunk. Cool. So I have this now, a striker gun mod. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I need to. Yeah, let me read that. There it is. Is there like a description for these weapons, or nah?
Let's see. Oh, when you hit start, it's like options, inspect, and I'm like, oh, is it like Borderlands where you spin it around and take a look at it? Nope, it's just a spreadsheet.
That's annoying. All right, well I'm gonna find someone to use this gun on, see what that does.
A lot of the tension is just drained out of the house.
All right, well I'm all done here. Are you all done here? Cause I'm all done here. Well, wait, Molotov blueprint. I'm gonna make a Molotov.
But it still takes your time and effort and gas. You know, it's,
All right, I'm done. Are you done? Cause I'm done. Got a
All
snack.
right. I got organized, and I'm just gonna make sure that all my stuff is in pristine condition.
The most prestigious of conditions. Hey, we got more trash alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's what we were calling.
Yeah. And a trash net. That's a trash magnet. A trash net.
How do I have nothing in here? Crowbar,
I don't know, man.
tonfa, rifle, shredder. Most of these are for blunt weapons, I swear. Hold on, I got oh, I could use high voltage, but I need duct tape. Maybe a merchant guy's got some duct tape. Maybe there's some duct tape in the garbage.
Yo, I'm looking for
I really
duct
like throwing
tape.
away.
Do you have duct tape?
Open this up.
I'll
Looking
sell
for-
you 5 engine parts for all of your duct tape, sir.
I'm looking for duct tape. It's real gray, kind of tapey.
I'm looking for dirt. It's in the earth. Well, it is earth.
Well, it is Earth. It's a random pair of shoes here. Don't know what that's
Who keeps
about.
putting these magnets?
You
Got
keep
some
throwing
gear?
away all these perfectly good magnets. That's just rude.
I found $40. Found some barbed wire. And wow, someone had a party. There's just alcohol lying around here.
Yep.
Now I think the excuse me.
Oh, excuse me.
We'll go out
Excuse
this
me.
end.
Excuse me. It's
I think the when you normally make Molotovs, it takes alcohol and rag.
yeah.
But if you take your alcohol to one of those, what's this called? One of the like Molotov guys, then you just give them alcohol and they'll make them into Molotovs.
Huh.
Like magically. I'm guessing they just have a pile of rags sitting around.
Oh, what am I gonna do with all these rags?
No, I got way too many rags. Alright, selling off all this crazy stuff. Do you have duct tape? I really hope you. Gonna buy medkit so I do not die.
Yeah, dying would
Alright.
suck.
It's got let's see here. Got bleach, electronic scrap. Yeah, a ton of that. Layers. You can read
Maybe there's something in
something
here.
while I'm looking through this.
What can I read? Reading comic books is the thing that I like to do.
You know what's like?
GEO
You know, it's like
farm?
a work of art. What?
GEO farm. What is GEO?
Geo?
Geo farm. That makes more sense. I thought it was an acronym for some reason. I don't know why I thought that.
Oh, like an abbreviation.
Yeah, like I thought CEO. It looked like CEO when I first looked at it, but it was a G, so it was like
Environmental operations.
Perfect.
By the way, does this look like a butt to you?
Probably. Where?
This art piece right here, the center top level.
Yeah.
Right? It's got the dimples. If it didn't have
Yeah.
the dimples, I'd be like, oh, that's just a shape. But it's got dimples.
Yeah. That's not.
Totally
That's on purpose. They knew what they were
That's-
doing.
Yeah.
Right between the
I do like
dimples.
it though. I like the overall composition. Makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to create. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had that. Oh, I don't have the.
I wish you would react to me pointing a freaking gun in your face.
Oh,
You point
I
a
think you're
gun at him and he just stands there with his arms crossed like, yeah, you're not gonna do
what do you
nothing.
think this is? Far Cry? I trust you. You're my friend. You have. Just. It'd be weird if they made a game where like all of the social cues and stuff were super accurate, but like occasionally something like basic just didn't work, and it was like really off-putting because of the whole like what's it called, like the sort of uncanny valley.
Never saw it.
Like imagine if you had a game that had the animation level of like the Spider-Man game where like the characters are like face acted and it's like printed on their head.
Yeah.
Except like that one of those has a glitch, and so you just have like they're talking and suddenly their jaw just like goes and like stretches.
Terrifying. Does that happen then?
No, but like it'd be what's the word? It'd be really like wild because it would contrast so harshly.
Yeah. Hey, I got a fact.
According to my quest, it says we're.
We gotta go
Take
talk
the
to this
bus now.
dude back here, the doctor guy.
Oh, the thing I was meaning to tell you. There's a treasure hunter in one of the Hitman levels called what is it? Blake Nathaniel. I'm like, you tried to be slick, but backwards that's Nathaniel Blake, which is Nathan Blake.
I don't know who Nathan Blake is.
You know.
Oh,
Nathan-
like Nathan Drake?
like Nathan Drake. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, it's
man.
different enough that it's legally distinct, but it's similar enough that I'm like, yeah, I get that.
Ah, maybe it's
So
just
it's-
Nathan Blake,
He doesn't
Nathan Drake
visually
canonic.
He doesn't visually resemble Nathan Drake like at all, though. He looks at least 10 years older.
Well, maybe it's 10 years later. Maybe he's using an alias. Maybe he's got some high-tech facial reconfiguration technology that reconfigures his face like Ratchet and Clank. It's the
Man, that
latest in molecular facial reconfiguration technology.
The one thing that I would want to see in a sort of like what's the word? Like an adventure-y, Tomb Raider sort of game is a character who, like, when they get an artifact that that ends up being like really useful, where like that becomes part of their kit for the other games. So like, so they show up and they're like, oh, I just have a bow, but also I have this like magic tattoo that I got in my last adventure. Gives me I don't know, short powers.
Right. That'd be cool.
However, I will need time to do my work. Perhaps you'd be willing to help us out here for just a bit longer.
Okay, Dr. West.
Oh my god, Dr. West.
Ooh.
You're working my last nerve,
Oh my
Dr.
gosh,
West.
she
I'm
just
gonna
gave me
do it.
a weapon that has a really crazy cross section. What
Savage
is this?
Reaper. The hell's a Savage Reaper?
Look at that.
Savage
There it
Reaper
is
is
on the
a
floor.
sword. I can't use that. Blah. There you go. There's a Savage Reaper for you.
Yeah, it's like where?
Right there, right behind him. I dropped it behind him. Look, right
Behind
over.
him.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I got
literally right
a
over there.
disabling reaper, but yeah, it's like a parrying knife. It's one of those punch knife things.
You're a punch knife thing.
I guess I am.
Well, apparently I am.
All right, who else around here needs some help?
Uh,
I think there's a doctor behind here somewhere.
what is our main quest? Demonic science? What are we doing? Help scientists in the lab.
Basically, it's a series of side quests that all add up to a main quest.
Oh
Is Frank-
man. So it's like
You
a
know,
shorter
this
version of
guy-
Dying Light the Following.
If you combine this guy with the guy next door, you'd have Frank West.
So, yeah, it would. So it's like a shorter version of Dying Light the Following. Man, Dying Light the Following is just like side quest simulator. It's like just side quests through the game until people decide to interact with you. That's literally the entire game. Which
Like,
is,
what would you do to like change it? What would be like your first order of business?
well, there are certain side missions that feel like they shouldn't be side missions.
They
Like-
should be like just being the main thing.
Just be a
'Cause if
main
side
thing.
mission is, yeah, because if a side mission is required, then it feels more like a main mission.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, in this case, it feels like it means something because it's sort of like, I guess it's not too many missions, and it feels like you're gaining a reputation in a group, which I suppose was what they were going for in Dying Light: The Following. I've seen bits and pieces of it.
The issue with Dying Light the Following was that it dragged on for too long. It was the same issue that I had with like Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. It's the fact that it just
Yeah.
drags on too long and it gets too repetitive, and you get to a point where you're just like, I just
there's an
want to be
idea
done
here.
already. And when a game gets to a point where you're no longer having fun and you just want to be done with it, then, well, then, for personal ID, thanks. Well, then you've done something wrong, and that's kind of what the entirety of the following was to me. I like what.
I hope they learn from that in the next game.
I hope they too. Don't get me wrong, I love Dying Light. Dying Light as a game is probably one of my favorite zombie games. What it. Like, the story definitely isn't up there with something like Last of Us or Days Gone, but in terms of gameplay and atmosphere, and just, it was great. It was a good game to play through. It had some likable characters, none of whom I can really remember except for Kyle Crane, because he's the main character. No one really stood
I
out.
remember Kyle Crane because because he sounds like Sonic the Hedgehog, which is not a coincidence because he was also the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. So
yeah.
every time I just imagine like he's like, we have to get across the city, and I'm like, yes, we have to go fast.
Yeah. But yeah, Dying Light, for as lacking as it was in the story department and memorable characters, made up for it in like atmosphere and a good quality gameplay, and I enjoyed it. The Following was not my favorite thing, but I had also just bought Uncharted 4 and really wanted to play it, and so it was kind of a mixture of me just not liking the Following DLC and also wanting to be done with it so I could just play Uncharted.
That makes sense. I hope. I know that the next Dying Light's gonna have like more parkour moves, which like is definitely fun because any time you can increase the variation on how you move around and how you have like enhanced mobility is pretty neat. And I really hope that they add more like I hope they have more martial arts stuff that you can do because like. Being able to redirect zombies after they try to bite you is pretty satisfying, but being able to control that more directly instead of like just 90 degrees would be really useful. Especially
Right.
because if you could like
Maybe there's something.
if you could pull them to the side and then like throw them forward, it
Yeah.
would just be like just judo all the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the thing I
Every
noticed.
scientist we have.
What's
Oh
that?
right, you keep trying to talk to Frank. So
Yeah.
There's Frank Monroe Nguyen, and all the way back here we have Bob and Scientist. He's just Scientist.
It's just scientist.
Whether the drugs actually help.
They ran out of names.
Transformation
His name is
takes
just
place so quickly,
scientist.
It's impossible to take a proper sample. John and Nick agreed to test the drugs on themselves, but we don't have the results yet.
Well, we better go get those, I
To
guess.
lock a few of the infected in the stockroom, you need to draw the sample from their muscle tissue. But hurry, if they mutate any further, it'll be too late.
I really want to shoot you. Rotting flesh.
It'd It'd be so legit if you were in like a zombie apocalypse like community, and you're like, oh, I got bitten, and they're like, well, bad news is you're probably going to become a zombie. The good news is we have like facilities that'll help us study zombies, which means like any person who comes in here and is bit means that like we'll be able to analyze the transformation and get us closer to a vaccine or cure.
Right. Hey, track the running flesh quest so you can go do that real quick. And then we're probably going to call it because I'm friggin' tired.
Oh, wow, yeah. Time flies.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. So running flesh is what we're doing. Yeah.
I went through the wrong door. This place is a bit of a labyrinth, all
It's a
things
bit of a
considered.
maze. It's a bit of a Sanctuary
guy?
3.
This guy's name is Joel Dirt.
Hi, I'm
And-
looking for dirt.
Looking for dirt? It looks like soil. It's in the ground. Well, it is ground. I had a boyfriend named Steve Hare. He had really floopy hair. My hair is telling me to hurt you. Wow. He always got into fights because his hair wanted to fight people.
What the fuck?
Have you seen what's it called? The Stranger Things bad lip reading?
No, I haven't, but you should drive the truck. Or car, or
Alright.
van, whatever the fuck this is. SUV?
This is the truck. This is a truck.
Okay. Stranger Things bad lip reading. I still have not watched season 3. That's the thing that
I have also not watched season 3, so we should watch that like together or something.
yeah, we can do that.
Not like in the same room together, but like we should watch it and then talk about the episodes and stuff.
Yeah, because we watched the first 2 seasons together, like in the same room.
That was
Yeah.
like a
It was like
little pastime we had.
yeah, it was a thing that we had, that we were doing.
Oh, hello. I hope he can't go through the window.
Oh, jeez. Why are there so many zombos? The brochure said there would only be a few zombos. This is a terrible vacation.
I keep hitting you guys, and I'm just phasing through some of them.
Hit him again. Chuck it
There
again.
we go.
Alright. We got it.
I can't see where I'm going, so I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, I got out. Wait,
Alright.
so...
Got some bogeys up ahead.
Oh, hey, I can finally try out this new gun that I made. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright,
Ah!
and we got bogeys in the room. What do you see?
Zombies.
I can flank with my weapons. Do not use the... Try to not...
There, I think there's one over here. In this room? No? I guess.
Yeah, there's
Where?
one behind this door. Opening the door. Got it. Got it in one.
Oh,
No,
nice.
Open up the door. It's real.
Okay, bye.
The fighting animation for sorry about that. The fighting animation for the knife thing. Oh, watch out! Watch out when you open
Whoa.
that door. You know, it was a surprise.
Was a surprise?
Where'd he go? Yeah, the guy was running to the back door, but I guess he got distracted. Hey, are we not
Oops.
good enough to be zombied? Really? Go downhill or something.
Downhill we go.
Touched a tree and died.
You did. Wait, you did. Oh, okay. Like you
See if I
do.
can get. That's what I was doing wrong. There's a tree there. I just have to back up like straight.
Shot a zombie.
They came up with a fake theme song for the Stranger Things. For
Yeah.
the Stranger Things bad lip reading. It's like, don't take candy from a stranger. Things like that could lead to danger.
Nice.
And I keep forgetting the all the names, but it's something like riding on their bike to save their friend from the upside down. Oof.
That sounds
Kind
awesome.
of catchy. Yeah, it's got that old-timey sort of VHS feel to it.
Ah man, remember when you would like pop in a movie and it would be like coming soon to own on video and DVD? And you were
And that,
like, sweet.
man, it's wild how, like, we had a medium that, like, there was a mediums before they could be, like, updated in real time. So if you made a video, you'd be like, hey, this video came out, and which means that another video or another movie will be out. And so that thing could be like 10 years old, but as soon as you play it, it's like, hey, did you know that, I don't know, Aladdin 2 is coming out?
Oh yeah, you'd go back and you watch it and you'd see all like the old previews and stuff. And then suddenly you're like a kid again. You're just like, oh,
And now, our feature presentation.
yeah. Oh man. Dude, what a time to be alive now.
I really love. It's funny because like as much like nostalgia and stuff as anyone could have about like the 20 aughts, I do like that. I feel like I'm living in as far as like data and distribution goes. I'm living in a dream because I can go and watch any show that I've missed like ever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's great. That's how I got through Yu Yu Hakusho, because I got into anime because I would just kind of channel surf when I was a kid, and I would see animes, and I would never like watch them from start to finish because that just wasn't a thing you could do back then. You'd find something, it looked good, you'd watch it, and then you would just check in on it every time it was on to see like what would come next. And that's what Yu Yu Hakusho was. That's also what Inuyasha was to me. So when I got older and got the internet, I sat down and watched the entirety of those shows. Well, not Inuyasha. Inuyasha I did finish. I did watch all the way from start to finish on TV, but that was like when TiVo became a thing. Yu Yu Hakusho though, I watched like in high school. Like when we would go on lunchtime
yeah.
in high school, we would sit on our computers and I would just look for a website to watch Yu Yu Hakusho on. And you did that, and we like kind of watched it like at the same time. But I was like ahead of you.
Yeah, I think I watched a bunch of it like at home and stuff, but
Yeah.
it was. And it's like, what's the word? It's funny because like some things have definitely gotten like way more accessible, such as like the fact that there's so many websites and services that will just like host various like old-timey cartoon archives.
Yeah.
The one thing that I feel like would cause another like sort of not a renaissance, what's the word, like a new like fun thing boom, is if it was easier to make a bridge series. Like if the technology for like editing was super streamlined and easier to use.
Oh yeah.
Because
Dude,
if you made a free program where you could easily like put in effects and audio and stuff like in your browser and just like upload it directly into YouTube, that would cause like a whole new boom in abridged series, because people could just like make a bunch of their stuff at home, send it to a friend on email. They could add their parts.
I think the biggest issue that we have with the Bridge series right now is copyright infringement stuff. I think that's why Team 4-Star had so much trouble with DBZ Abridged, and I think it's probably partly why they stopped making it. Like, they finished up the Cell Games arc, and then we're just like, hey, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah, I guess it's probably the copyright stuff.
Because DBZ Abridged was probably the biggest abridged series that we've ever had. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Was great, and what was the other one? Yu Yu Hakusho was great, Lanny Pator, Little Karibo, but then when they all got together and like did DBZ Abridged, it was like a boom for abridged shows, and then was like shut down as soon as it began.
Yeah, it was like once you had a taste of that sort of like style, that you wanted more of it, and so it sort of caused a little boom on its own. What I think what is it? You know, if you wanna, I was just thinking, if you're gonna do like an abridged something, they should make some kind of abridged of like Sonic X or something, because if we've learned anything about like various companies and how they treat copyrights, apparently like Sega and specifically Sonic Team is just like actually really chill, which means that like they're actually excited that you're making something based on their product.
Right? Wish everyone was like that. So we should talk to this guy and wrap up this mission so that we can call it a night.
I cannot. I am in the cage.
Get out the cage! Bruh, get out the cage. Get out
There
the
we go.
cage.
I had to sort of wiggle my way in there. All right, let's talk to Mr. Scientist.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor. It's just Mr.
Thank you. This may furnish a few pieces still missing from the puzzle.
Cool, great. And with that, we're gonna call it a night.
With that, we bid you adieu. So thank you so much for joining us on our little rambles and our peaceful, I don't know, our excursions and our fighting zombies while telling stories. I've been Taylor.
I've been Yusuke Urameshi.
I've been Elan Sleaze Bagiano.
I've been Lou Jack.
I've been Lanny Pator.
I've been Little Karibo.
I've been Jack Skellington.
Shout out to Team 4-Star, by the way.
And, yeah.
Wait, are Little Karibo and Lanny Pator are part of that, right?
I don't think Little Karibo was actually part of Team 4-Star. I thought he was his own thing.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is Lanny Pator part of Team 4-Star, though?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so shout out to Little Karibo, and shout out to, like, Team 4-Star. Shout out to the abridged people. You know, all those abridged people who made their abridged stuff. Shout out to you guys, and fuck you to the asshole copyright people who are like, no, you can't make money off our stuff. Fuck you. It's like a whole
Dost
medium.
thou not understand fair use through parody and transformation works?
It's a medium. It's like a good medium. We need more of it. But
Yeah, if they knew like how much labor and stuff is put into the like an abridged series. I mean, heck, it's still, you know what's funny?
What?
I never went back to watching the Sword Art Online abridged, mainly because like I think they only have like 3 more episodes after where I left off, and then stops. So I don't want to get too into it.
right?
But the fact that like with a handful of edits they managed to make a show like 100% better.
Right. I haven't seen that one yet, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem with Sword Art Online is that it had a bunch of problems, both like plot wise and like game mechanic wise, like in universe and how it's supposed to make sense.
The pacing was also weird.
Yeah, and so they basically like I see Sword Art Online abridged as this sort of like transformative work where they're like used parody and just a handful of edits to just make the series make more sense and make it way funnier, and it's just a better anime.
Yeah. Dude, you know it's funny? There's this YouTube channel called YourMovieSucks.com. That's like the actual YouTube channel, but it's also a website. And I watched him do like a 2-hour-long video on how Lion King did not rip off Kimba, and that there's no way it could have. And
well,
just
it's based on Hamlet or what have you.
Yeah. And the philosophies are also like not even a little bit the same. But he also just talks about movies that he thinks are dumb and like breaks down why they're dumb. And every one of his videos literally starts out with like just a big bunch of text saying, "Unfortunately, dumbass people don't know what fair use means. This is not a copyright infringement. Fuck off."
Man, it reminds me of like just it was a handful of years ago when someone figured out that if you have like one copyright strike thing or one like copyright notice on a video, it becomes demonetized. But if you have multiple copyright like demonetizations, it's demonetized, but then they have to actually argue with each other instead of just getting the money from it.
Right.
And so someone figured that out, and they're like, so why does this video contain random clips of Lord of the Rings while playing music from like Taylor Swift? Because it can. And they just they just skipped over all copyrights, which is funny because they were still using it in fair use, where it's not like they were just like playing a movie or something. They were just using like short clips that anyone would be able to use. But the fact that they use short clips of like a dozen different like movies and shows and stuff, and then they were like, oh, by the way, I'm not making money on this video, so like you can just support my Patreon and instead of using YouTube's archaic method.
Right.
Like that's why so many YouTubers moved on to Patreon, is because like YouTube just kept demonetizing for random reasons, and if you got like a DMCA on your video, then it would be demonetized, and it was just too chaotic and unreliable.
Yeah.
Which for larger YouTubers, all they had to do was say, "Oh, I have a Patreon," and people would just like go to there and support them on a monthly level.
Right.
And like that would be like better than YouTube, because even if like literally all of their videos were demonetized, that their fans were supporting them directly instead of through like views or an algorithm or what have you.
Yeah, which I think is awesome, by the way. I love the fact that like making videos on YouTube and stuff, it really comes down to like all about whether or not you have a supportive fan base. And if you do, then it's like, you know that you're doing at least something right. And the fact that people could literally just be like, hey, we want you to keep doing stuff. Here's the money so you can keep doing stuff. That's amazing.
Yeah, I like that. It allows people to connect more directly with their like what's the opposite of fans? If they're like the person they're a fan of.
Yeah.
It allows them to support them a lot more directly, and also because Patreon, because Patreon was like a monthly thing, you could just like set it to like $1 a month.
Yeah.
And that would just pay them $1 a month, which was very convenient because like I could pay pretty much anyone like $1 a month and I probably wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
But like you do that with like hundreds of fans, and now that person has like an actual like
life.
Yeah, I mean that's not like they would need like a 1,000 or more for like a decent living, but like
right.
Not just $1 a month.
That being said, if you're watching this on YouTube, we have a Patreon. There's like a link in the description.
Yeah, we do have a
so
Patreon.
if anyone feels like clicking on that. For Twitch, we also have like a donations thing, but it's not Patreon. It's through Streamlabs.
Yeah, our Patreon is the. We gotta remember to say that at the end of the episode. Our Patreon's still Peopleorians, right? Or is it?
Yeah. It's Peopleorians.
So it's spelled like his username.
Yeah. It's spelled like our name. It's Peopleorians.
It's
with an
like
I.
Your name, it's spelled like.
Yeah.
And,
IANS.
Yeah. If you wanna help us out and keep us going, then that'd be very useful.
Yeah, you give us money and we can buy more games to stream, and then you could watch them and have a bunch of laughs.
Get any better?
But yeah, I am seriously fucking tired right now, though. So
alright, so we're gonna call it a night. I've been Taylor. He's been Lou Jack.
Yep.
Remember to take care.
Stay awesome.
Have a beautiful day.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.